Hello, welcome to another vlog. So yeah, in this vlog, I mainly wanted to kind of talk about what it's been like to be honest, what it's been like during this whole situation that we're all living in. Obviously I'm not the only one in this situation. Everybody that goes to TFNation or any sort of public event, Comic Con, whatever it is that you love to do every year, that is kind of your normal kind of thing of what you'd like to do. And seeing as hopefully we're on the way out, we're almost literally hitting June. And hopefully at some point out of this month, we should be seeing no going back. But it kind of depends, really. Yeah. Basically, I want to talk about what it's been like for me personally. With not having that social kind of thing. That is obviously TFNation for me. Not having that social kind of bubble kind of situation. With me, it's been pretty trying because it's going to something like TFNation. It's something that I've done for so long, and yeah, it's been trying because I've done it for so long, and it's something that has really helped me. Kind of helped me in here. You know what I mean? Just being able to, even just going away for 3 or 4 days out the year, and being around all my friends that I've met through doing my videos on YouTube and so on, through social media. And something as simple as that has really helped me personally. And with that not happening physically for the past, coming on to, when we come to August, it will be 2 years without it. It has felt like a huge part of me has been taken away. Because it's something that was I do it every single year, and something that I was always really looking forward to, the whole countdown run up, making videos of any announcements that the TFN crew made through their, on social media or through the website and emails, talking about my thoughts on the guest lineups and all that kind of thing, and just that whole thing, just making videos to help out the TFN crew and get the word out to people that obviously don't know what TFN is, and doing things like that. It was all part and parcel of it, and then finally getting there, or finally, the whole travelling down and getting there and having a good laugh, letting our hair down, and just putting all of our insecurities and things on a daily basis, and things on a daily basis, like work, for instance, any sort of stress throughout the year that you probably have had, it does help. It's something that helped to just temporarily just take all that away. Because the kind of convention TFN is, as many of you that have actually been, will know that it's a type of convention where everybody that goes there, regardless of their interests and things that they like, whether it's cosplaying, art, drawing, comic books, anime, manga, Power Rangers, Transformers, collecting toys, whatever it is, playing type of different games, like tabletop stuff and things of that nature. Anything that, anything like that, you feel that you are part of your, you are there with your brethren, you are there with those that get you and won't take the piss out of you because they are pretty much the same and have similar interests as you do. And it does help your psyche when you're one of these people that have all these different interests, but you probably don't have many people that live locally to you. This is me here. I don't have many people that live locally that I know that enjoy these things. There's only Tony and Sam, and I don't see Tony very much, and I see Sam more than Tony. But I don't know many people where I can meet up and do these kind of things with, because, other people that I know they're not as into it as I am, if you know what I mean. And it's being there, being around all those people, and for those few days, it does help this. It does help that. Helps you to focus, and it helps you feel that you are not alone, and you can be yourself. You can kind of express yourself. If you wasn't at TFN, you probably would had that feeling that you wasn't able to express yourself as much because you were maybe a bit concerned that, or you've had some sort of experience over the years, like I have, of kind of being belittled and made fun of, and kind of been, spoken down to like you're weird, or had been bullied for the interests that you have. And maybe some of these things, maybe you have some family members, I don't know, it does happen, unfortunately, that maybe their family isn't as supportive for their hobbies and things of that nature. And it's a collective amount of different people that come from different sorts of backgrounds, but yet we all come together and we all share similar those similar things and hobbies and interests, and it helps all of us that are in that environment at TFNation or going to a Comic Con or anything like that. And while it's not been happening, I do feel my mental health has got a lot worse. Or not worse, but it's not been as good. It's not been as contained as it probably would have been or has been when these things have been going on. I know some people watching this will probably be like, maybe some people will be like, really? You need things like conventions and TFNation and to feel normal and to feel, help you with your anxieties and your depressions and your insecurities and all that. No, I don't need conventions. I just need to be around people that are of my friends, those that I've met over the years. It's the social interaction that I've missed more than anything else. Yes, I go there for the toys, I go there to buy some stuff if need be. I mostly enjoy going around the artists and maybe pick up some new art prints, go to some panels. Whatever it is you like to do at these type of events, that's cool and all. But for me, it's more the social aspects that I've missed so much. Being unable to, because I've not seen or really spoken to many of these people that I've met over the years. Even through social media, yes, there's some groups of people that do Zoom meetups and kind of like over camera or whatever, or kind of do group chats through webcams, and yeah, that's all cool and all, and that's really cool to do, but for me, it's not the same, because I'm not there with you, I'm not there in your presence, I'm not able to kind of give you, like we all do, man hugs and all that kind of thing, and have a few drinks together in the same place. It's, you know, it's the same with TFN. I know they're just having to do what they've got to do to help keep the interest there, and to help the event itself hopefully to carry on in the for the future. You know, they're doing things like, you know, they did the big broadcast last year, they're doing it this year, and it's all virtual. And they just recently did the whole thing with Miko, which was a pay for view or paid kind of special event that they put on, to meet the voice of Miko from Transformers Prime. And unfortunately I couldn't do that because I was busy that day, and even if I did want to do it, I'm actually, you know, wasn't able to really afford to do it, to be honest, because money has been a bit tight. But no, I mean, I'm hoping it happens next year. I really will be surprised if it doesn't happen next year, mostly because hoping by the end of this year, a lot of people, well, I think everybody in the UK will be at least vaccinated, will be fully vaccinated, and hopefully other countries like America and other countries will be probably getting on top of it a little bit as well, and hopefully we can start to and fro and, you know, go into different countries. Maybe people that live in America can come to the UK. Like, this is mostly for guests, you know, because a lot of the guests that we get, that TFNation gets, should I say, are either from Canada, America, and Japan. There's been cases of some Japanese, like a Japanese, you know, all over the place pretty much, and also attendees as well. You know, there's attendees that come from pretty much all over the world, and it's, you know what I mean, you know, once things start to open up, and I think hopefully by the time we get into 2022, I think most countries and territories will hopefully be a little bit more open. But it depends. It just depends on their governments, and it depends how well things are being handled in those countries in order for things to hopefully get back to some level of normality. But I really do hope it does happen next year. Mostly for not just my mental state, but I think everybody's that enjoys this event and goes every single year. I know there's been people that haven't gone for years, you know, because there's some people that just haven't been, or just don't really want to go because they think the guests aren't good enough, or they've already met those guests at other conventions or over the years and don't see the point in paying out the money for it. Whatever their personal circumstance is, it doesn't really matter, or they're too busy with work, or they've got kids and commitments. Things of that nature. You know, life is more important, and earning that money and keeping a roof over your heads, you know, that is more important than going to a little convention in Birmingham every year. But end of the day, for me personally, it is kind of like a support thing. I use it as a support structure, mostly for the social side of things. Yes, I am. You know, I have become much more social now at this moment in time. I am much more of a social person to the person I was when I first ever went to my first auto assembly back in 2010. You know, going to these conventions since back in 2010, when it was auto assembly, and then just going every single year after that when it, you know, it's changed and become TFNation. And it has helped me, you know, it has helped me to make friends, because I've always found, ever since that's from being at school, through college and so on, yes, I've met friends, I've met people over the years, but I found it very, very hard to do that. I'm obviously, like I said, I'm kind of a bit of a, I'm one of these people, when I'm on my own, I kind of am in myself, and I found it very difficult to open up to people I've never met before, and I have to kind of feel that person is, I don't know, the way I am, I have to feel that person's okay, or get to know them a little bit, maybe like just at the odd little conversation here and there, whatever, and then probably fine, you know. But I feel that when it comes to TFN and the people that go to these things, I just feel that sociability factor and talking to people that I probably have never met before, I feel it's a little bit easier in that situation than it is for me going out on the street or whatever. I just feel it's easier for me to talk and meet people for the first time at these events, because I mean I've met loads of people through the years that have just walked up to me and said, "Oh, you're nosy, I love your videos," and all that kind of thing. And through just a simple little interaction like that, you know, I've been friends with them since, you know, ever since, or try and keep in contact a little bit. But, well, no, I mean, I've got all the faith in the TFN crew. I know they're working their asses off too, and thinking of the future and doing these events while we're currently only able to do virtual events. And once events like public events like Comic Cons and conventions can start again and happen, and guests can come to the UK and we can go there and all that kind of thing. Once certain places start to reopen so we can actually, you know, go to these sort of things, then I think hopefully then, you know, I think it will be pretty much all systems go when that kind of does happen. But yeah, that was basically the vlog I wanted to do today. Just kind of talk about where I've been at for the past over a year, without my main support structure, which was my main source of sociability support, and I'm being social and talking and meeting people, you know, without having that, which is obviously TFN, without being able to do something, do that, you know, it has really played on my mind, and it has really, it's been a tough time. And plus all the stuff that's happened with me in my personal life as well over the past 4 years. You know, I mean, obviously when my mum passed away, I still went to TFN the same year, and basically the people, you know, my friends and everyone that I met at TFN really made that quite a memorable year, and really helped me feel a lot better, because it was a really, really hard year. And obviously I lost, since then, since we've been like this in lockdown, unable to go anywhere and do things, I lost both my grandparents within a 6-week period, and it's kind of like, without TFN there to help me feel a bit better and to kind of cope a little bit, I've not had that this time around like I did when my mum passed away. It's not been there. I've not been able to have that social thing to help me keep my mind off of it, to keep my mind a bit more at ease. But just, you know, but I'm not the only one. We're all in the same boat. But yeah, that's the vlog. So yes, it's been hard for us all. It's certainly been hard for me, unable to do things that, you know, like, you know, simple things, unable to see family, and unable to go into other people's houses for a long period, and unable to do this, and with me as well, you know, losing a lot of really vital time with my grandparents because I barely saw them, and I deliberately kept away from them because I didn't want to, because obviously with me was still working during the whole thing, I didn't want to pass anything on, because there was positive cases at where I worked, and like positive cases pretty much all over this area, and I was a bit concerned of you know, me probably picking anything up and then giving it to my granddad, who was bedridden for a long period, up to the point of him passing. And then obviously my grandma, you know, she was pretty frail, losing a lot of weight, and obviously when my granddad died, it just took the rest of her, and she passed not long after. And so yeah, it's been a hard time, and I really have. It's been a period of time where I really did need TFN, and obviously with it not really being there as a physical event, it's been hard to deal with. And but I'm hoping it does happen next year, and I can really blow out the cobwebs and really go all out. And most importantly, meeting people for the first time face to face, new people, first timers, and just having a good old time, having a good laugh, meeting people, meeting guests, and doing all that kind of jazz. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll be back very soon, and see you soon.